is up, you guys? It is your girl Kia Cartel here with a reading from my Aqua Gang. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. It has been a few days since I've had a reading, but I am feeling much better than I was before. Your girl was feeling very foggy. I don't want to say depressed, but I was feeling very low. My energy was very, very low, but what matters is we're back. We're going to go ahead and tap into the energy as far as what you have coming to you in love, the person on your mind, and what it is that you should expect here within the next week or two. I just want to go ahead and cover as much as I can cover and actually get this video out, because I've tried recording this video several times and for whatever reason certain things just kept happening that kept trying to block what I had to say, but I'm no longer going to let that happen. We got to get a message through, and that's just, it is what it is. Okay, so I do have date showing up at the bottom of my deck. Okay, following date is girl with a snake, so narcissist. Okay, being charmed, setting boundaries, and then I have karmic relationship coming through, as well as cameras. So a lot of you are being watched. Okay, that is the energy that is surfacing very, very heavy. I feel like a lot of you have a lot of eyes on you in this moment. That could be due to you putting more effort into your career. If you're someone who is more of an influencer on camera, music, whatever that may look like, you are being watched by a lot of people. It almost feels like you are going to, if you haven't already, run into people who are looking to promise you things that they actually cannot give. So business, right? Be careful when it comes down to trusting that people are investing in you, like they say, right? If it's not documented, or if it's not something that you physically understand or can see, do not just take someone's word, right? There's a lot of people who are looking to just promise you things that they actually do not have. Very important message for a lot of you. We're going to go ahead and jump into what it is that you guys just have going on as far as your 3-card spread, your situation, your obstacle, your lesson. Okay, I do have pleasure showing up at the bottom of my emotional deck, just giving clarity that a lot of you could be involved with a person who is very sexually attracted to you, or at least this person is looking to be. Okay, I see a lot of hands, so I just feel like this person almost just like needs to have their hands on you, wants you in their space, needs to be able to actually feel you next to them. Let's go ahead and clarify that energy, though, because the energy does feel all over the place. It wouldn't be my reading if it wasn't all over the place. It wouldn't be a Kia reading if it wasn't like, damn, there's a lot going on. I do have Silent Night. Okay, so a lot of you are, what I feel to be tired of this. Okay, a lot of you are like, look, I don't want to sleep by myself anymore. I don't want to have to go to bed not talking to a person. I do feel, on the other hand, a lot of you could be having a hard time with sleep, like just getting sleep in general. So needing a silent night where you can actually go to bed and not have the stress of all things on your mind. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the current situation for my Aquarius. The energy is interchangeable. So remember, I could be talking about you as well as your person, but specifically for you, your obstacle is growth. What do I do? How do I do it? Am I doing it right? Am I not doing enough? Am I doing too much? Right? A lot of you are really looking to get to that next phase of, okay, what is really next for me? What is it that I should really be looking toward, or what is it that I have to look toward or forward to? A lot of you are afraid of failing, and failing is a part of growing. Okay? Succeeding has everything to do with you recognizing that something just did not work out, whether that's in a business or a relationship. A lot of you have to be okay with the fact that some things are just not going to go right in Aqua. Me being an Aquarius myself, we do not like the F word. All right, like failure is not an option, but it is reality. Okay, a lot of you are looking to present yourself in this perfect aspect, when in reality shit just ain't gonna be perfect. And there are a lot of you who are okay with this. There are a lot of you who are okay with the mistakes that you have made in order to grow. So the energy seems to be slowly making a 360 where you're like, okay, I made these mistakes, but I no longer want to make them again. I've learned from that lesson. Okay, let's go ahead and tap into what it is that you should focus on as far as your general lesson. Tenderness. and balance. So a lot of you need to be a lot more gentle with yourself is what I want to say. A lot of you need to give yourself more time to heal. I do see tea in the picture, so a lot of you could have, you know, drank tea within the last couple of days, or just been trying to get better, get over a cold, just feel better. A lot of you have been in a place of stress. This could be due to the fact that you just feel weighed down. You feel like there's a lot on your plate, a lot to be done in so little time. Okay, moving could be something that is taking place for you. I know it's something that's taking place for me. Really trying to make sure that things are in line, and really don't have a plan as to what's going to happen. You just know it has to happen. I have cassette showing up, as well as collaboration. So a lot of you could be involved with the person who is into music, but a lot of you are just definitely involved with what comes through as soulmate energy. Someone who is replaying a moment that you both have shared, or a conversation that was brought up most recently. You changed the game for somebody here. And I think a lot of you, if I am to jump into the energy that I feel before actually pulling the cards, a lot of you are dealing with a person who actually changes the game for you as well, right? You are being challenged in a way by someone that you weren't really expecting to be challenged in, right? This person is actually forcing you to see that you cannot be the same way in this situation as you have been with other people. So Aqua, for you, I will say it could be your person, but I do feel like a lot of you, with having so many different energies around you, you have these options, when in reality, you know what you want already. You know who's a good fit. You're just kind of like, I don't want to be hurt, so I'm going to keep my roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I give up my damn roster when I don't really know what you're on? But it does feel like a lot of you come to this sense of recognizing that the person you are involved with, or, you know, have been looking to be involved with, comes around, and this sparks up a different conversation and connection. Now, with pleasure showing up and this person wanting to be in your space, I do feel like a lot of you build a new sense of stability with this person here. This is a person who comes across as wanting to be, of course, more than just friends. I do have loss coming through, sadness. It's giving lots of hermit energy, where you've isolated yourself after losing someone, or feeling as if you've lost a lot. Needing to give yourself more time to mourn. Okay, it broke someone's heart, depending on the situation, but I do feel like a lot of you feel very heartbroken, feeling lost without certain people, or a specific connection anymore. Okay, this feels a lot more like home, right? Losing someone within the family, and just really trying to figure out how you can navigate your emotions on a day-to-day basis. Let's go ahead and clarify the energy as to what it is that my Aquarius has going on in their world right now. What is it that my Aquarius should expect? Can we talk about what it is that my Aquarius should expect? Very hesitant energy, because I do feel like a lot of you could be closed off. I've seen Aries energy coming through, which means a lot of you could have been involved with an Aries, but I do feel like that connection could be slowly fading. We have the Chariot coming out in reverse. Okay, forcefulness, lack of direction, lack of self-control, powerlessness, aggression, being blocked by obstacles again. So a lot of you have been in this space of feeling like, I just don't know what to do, where to start, where to go, how to do. Like, it's just a lot of confusion taking place as far as what your next step should be. I have Aquarius energy coming in, confessing, coming clean, turning over a new leaf, conscience kicking in. So there was definitely a situation where I do feel third-party energy coming in. I feel like a lot of you could have made the wrong decision and put somebody else on the back burner, and now you're feeling it because that connection that you thought would have been something is actually just a karmic. But a lot of you could definitely be dealing with a person who actually did the same thing, having someone else involved in, you know, what they have going on, and kind of leaving you out of the loop to feel like, okay, what are we doing? Let's go ahead and clarify what it is that the person on your mind would like to say. What is it that the person on your mind would like to say? Let me clarify what it is that the person on your mind would like to say. So we have, what is that vibe surrounding you that makes me feel intensely passionate? So what's crazy? Allergies, sorry. What's crazy is passion and passionate have been a word that has been popping up for me for the past like 3-4 days. a lot of you give this person that you are involved with or looking to be involved with a different perspective on life. I think that this person wasn't really expecting to be involved with anyone to begin with. And that could have been you. But either way, the connection that you share with a specific person has you thinking differently. I do feel like this connection is more grounded, right? Where you guys are able to talk about things that you haven't really been able to talk about with other people. Business is like businessing, right? Like, we get it. Okay, we get it. But there's that sense of needing balance between personal and business. If we're going to be together, we need to understand that the business is something that is going to keep us stable, but our personal connection is what is continuously going to grow if we're on the same frequency. A lot of you are just dealing with a person who is very unsure about whether or not they can completely make you happy. I think someone here would definitely like to build a family with you and be involved in that aspect, but it's a matter of not really knowing what to do in a relationship, right? This person gives me like, I haven't been involved with a person for a while, or, you know, in the sense of like really being connected on this level of like, you're for me and I'm for you, to know whether or not I'm doing this shit right. There's no rule book to how this relationship is supposed to go. So I do feel like a lot of you may have spent some time really trying to get someone to learn your love language, when in reality you're supposed to be learning theirs as well. There's a barrier because you both have a different perspective on how relationships should be based off of what you've been introduced to in the past. Okay. Being high strung on the experiences that you have had in the past, and not the good ones, right? The bad ones. You cannot bring those things into a new relationship or into this new relationship. So if you have, you know, insecurities about cheating or any of that, you guys need to have that conversation, so that way there's no question as to whether or not a person is intentionally doing something to hurt you, or if that person is just like, you know, I don't know. I'm just saying there needs to be a conversation that takes place in order for you both to be on the same page if you are that deeply invested in being with this person. Let's go ahead and clarify more about the person that you are involved with and what it is that they feel for you. Okay, what is it that this person feels a lot? You'll always be mine. You should be treated better. I just want to take the late drives at night with you. Okay, so definitely a person who wants to be in your aura. You're definitely looking to be involved with a person who really just doesn't have to do anything. There doesn't have to be any fine dining, you know, every single night, hella money spent. It could really just be us chilling, talking, and having a good time, where as long as I have you in my space and you have me in your space, what else do we really need? I do feel like a lot of you, when you are with this person, it does feel very magical, but there is a person who does not like the separation that is taking place for a lot of you right now. So you could be long distance with this person, or this person could just have a lot going on where your schedules don't meet. At the end of the day, you will continuously be in energy that is unmatched, Aqua. I feel like a lot of you can bet that this is a soulmate energy. Okay, this is a person who is learning not only you, but learning themselves in the process. So it does feel like a larger delay when it comes down to really knowing what this person wants. I highly feel like this person really wants you and can see themselves being with you. They just have a lot to learn and mature within. Okay, let's go ahead and gain a message from what it is that your higher self needs you to know in this very moment. What is it that my Aquarius's higher self would like them to know in this very moment as a message of clarity? We'll go ahead and choose that one. My mind is a powerful healing tool. Okay, is the message that you guys have. The message following that is, every day I choose to send love, healing energy to the planet. What I do with my mind does make a difference. Okay, so for those of you that continuously question yourself as to whether or not you are perfect enough for this situation, no one is perfect. I do want to say a lot of you need to recognize that a person or your person is going to accept you for exactly who you are and who you are not, right? You can only give what it is that you are capable of giving. You cannot go and pull something out of nowhere and make it. I mean, you can, like, right? You can build, but what I'm saying is be comfortable in the skin that you're in, and be comfortable with the fact that this person is in love with you for exactly who you are. Okay, let's go ahead and for the first time, we'll pull an energy card on your person's higher self and what it is that you should expect from this person in the future, right? Because a lot of you are dealing with the person who doesn't really know how to express how they feel. A lot of you are dealing with a person, and this could also be you, where you don't really know exactly how to say what it is that you feel, but you just expect this person to know based off of how long they've known you. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify more as to what it is that your person's higher self would like them to know. What is it that the person you are dealing with, higher self, would like them to know? This could be very beneficial for you if you're like, okay, you know what, I see changes, or I feel like this person is capable of changing. What is it that I should expect from this person's higher self, so that way I'm not stuck on their growing process? Okay, I appreciate others for who they are. And it says, following that, I accept that I cannot learn from other people's lessons. I cannot accept other people's lessons for them. They must do the work themselves, and they will do it when they are ready. Okay, so your person clearly comes off as a person who feels like they are constantly fixing other people's issues and putting themselves second. Definitely sounds very familiar when it comes down to how a lot of you feel. A lot of you feel like you are always giving, but now you are intertwined with somebody who also feels the same way. So it's like two magnets who just cannot connect some days, because a lot of you are dealing with a person who is looking to find their energy as you are looking to find yours. You both are capable of fueling each other's fire into something amazing, pouring into each other's cup, but it's a matter of getting to that point where you're comfortable enough to allow that person to do just that. A lot of you, Aqua, have a hard time letting people in this moment. A lot of you have definitely been heartbroken to the point where it's like trust is just not a thing. I don't really know if I give a fuck to trust you or anyone, but I do feel like someone is willing to gain your trust, right? This is a person who is willing to continuously be who they are in order for you to see that they really just want you for you. Okay, I'm surrounded and filled with infinite wisdom. I'm one with very power that created me. This power loves all its creations, including me. So a lot of you need to really focus on what it is that you find to be a passion. We talked about that word, being passionate and having a passion, stepping into your purpose and your passion. A lot of you are getting ready to make very valuable upgraded moves. We are upgrading ourselves in this moment. Okay, that fogginess that we were feeling, that depressive state that we were feeling, that uncertainty that we were feeling, all changes based off of how we process our mind. When you're going to work, you need to tell yourself it's really not work, right? This is me investing in myself to just add to what it is that I actually have a passion for, so that way you're gaining a different type of energy. I do feel in your workplace, for a lot of you, you feel uncertain about what the next steps are. A new position is taking place for a lot of you. I feel called to let you know that this isn't the end all be all, right? That person who pretends like they don't see you, they actually see you. Let's go ahead and gain more clarity. This person in love has a lot that they want to say. The storms will pass away and I will still be here with you for good. So as you're leveling up, as your person is leveling up, you guys get to a point where you meet somewhere in the middle. Right now, I think things feel a little off because you are really just trying again to find the balance. But someone here feels like they've chased you, right? I do feel like there is still some chasing here. Like there is someone who is constantly making it known, like, hey, I'm not going anywhere. You got me. You're stuck, right? But this is also coming from a person who promised themselves that they would never do this. So there again is that sense in delay, like, you know what? I am very certain that you and this person will be more than what you are now. It just really takes time for you guys to realize, like, okay, this is not the same connection that I've been used to. A lot of you and your person are used to dealing with people who at the end of the day show you exactly who they are, right? Like you predicted this and they showed you exactly what your prediction was giving. This energy comes off very challenging because the person you are dealing with right now has so many different layers to them. You're going to be uncovering a lot of things as you guys are coming to that middle ground. So this is very unpredictable, which is good, right? Because I don't really want to know what it is. I don't really want to know what you're going to say every single time. I don't really want to know how you're going to react. I want to be surprised. I want to have some type of excitement, adventure. I'm going to leave this here because I do feel like, no, I'm not. I'm not going to leave it here. I'm not. Again, what type of read would it be if we weren't all over the place? I just want to gain more clarity as to what it is that you all should expect, because I feel like that's very like surface based. Like, I now know what type of person you were involved with, as far as this person being like, wasn't really looking for a relationship, but then they ran into you and now they just don't know what to do, right? They don't want to be in a relationship, but they don't want you to be in a relationship with someone else. Let's go ahead and clarify the energy as to what it is that my Aquarius should be looking forward to in love. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify the energy that is surrounding my Aquarius in love. A lot of you definitely have options. You have a decision that needs to be made fairly quickly. With the moon coming out, clarity and decision and intuition, a lot of you need to use your intuition to get rid of the anxiety that you're feeling behind the pressure in making this decision. A lot of you know what feels good and a lot of you know what doesn't. Okay, I have Aries energy coming out in the reverse with the Two of Wands, fear of change, restricted options. A lot of you are in this moment, don't know what it is that you want to do with choice coming out in the reverse, right? A lot of you just don't. But go off of your intuition. Do you feel like that would really make you happy? Do you feel like you can really see a future with this person? If not, it's not that you have to get rid of them on a very harsh tip, but it's just like, you know what, this isn't going to work. I do feel a relationship ending for a lot of you and you being happy with the choice being made. New job coming through with the Page of Pentacles. Okay, I have Virgo energy coming through, saying yes to a new opportunity in earthly matters. Solid new beginnings, setting new goals, opportunity, increased in income, negotiating. Okay, so don't be afraid to negotiate a higher pay if that is something you're looking forward to in a new position. And continuously be someone who is willing to learn. I do know, you know, when I know, but when I don't know, I'm okay with acknowledging that someone else can teach me something. A lot of you are in this place of studying, so I do feel like a lot of you could be going back to school or taking classes, getting a license. I have Capricorn energy coming through with the Devil in reverse, releasing from the bondage, removing the change, excessive ambition. So I do feel a lot of you could have had a lot of your success blocked by somebody or people here who really didn't want you to make a different choice, right? They wanted you to be very stagnant in where you stand and where you are. A lot of you are looking to travel. So a lot of you are getting ready to make a complete pick up and go move. Travel, moving abroad. Foresight coming through with Aries energy and planning. Okay, hard work paying off and actually experiencing life. So my point to you is, when it comes to love, you can expect to be unified with someone, again, who may not be in your vicinity as of now, but I do feel a lot of you are going to reconnect with this person and be more in proximity with this person. A lot of you are going to definitely meet your person when you move, but a lot of you could look forward to a person visiting you as you decide to make this move and this gesture to actually get into a comfortable space. Let's go ahead and pull one more card. I just wanted to go ahead and get in that clarity. I have Gemini energy, Aquarius energy, as well as Sagittarius energy surfacing through and connect in unity. Okay, your numbers right now are 18 and 15. Okay, so if you are seeing anything with the number 5, the number 8, and of course the number 1, you can be sure that your angel numbers are telling you you are on track. We're going to pull one more card for your higher self. Clearly not just one, we're going to pull 2 because that's what came out, and we're actually going to read a third one because this one is sticking out to me. I say yes to opportunity and abundance. Let's not stress how money is coming in. Money is energy. If you want it, it's coming. I attract prosperity with ease and constantly receive incredible gifts from life. Okay, so even if it's not money, let's just say you want to travel, don't be afraid to take those steps in traveling. Book the trip and go. Book the trip and go. I was born to enjoy life, hand in hand with just do it, right? I am a beloved child of the universe and have been given everything I need for every experience I shall have. Okay, and then last but not least, as far as what your higher self would like you to acknowledge and know is, I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. I see myself healthy, whole, and living a society where it is safe for me to be who I am and loved by others. So a lot of you, again, question whether or not you're enough. A lot of you question whether or not you're doing enough or you're doing too little. A lot of you need to enjoy this current moment. Enjoy the moment. I myself have been feeling like I've had to rush a process, and I'm like, okay, what am I rushing for? If I just enjoy what is happening in this moment, I'll be not only, you know, clear on what's next, but I'll be able to actually say, you know what, there's nothing that is really like messing up my process right now. When we start to overthink and stress ourselves and put a time limit on certain things, we force it to be more than what it should be for that moment. A lot of you have a lot of abundance that you should look forward to. Making the right decision in career, okay, is important. I get it. You want to make sure that you have money flowing in so you could pay the bills. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, once those bills are paid, what are you, like, how are you enjoying your time after that? Like, what do you do to enjoy your time? How are you planning when it comes to your future and the success that you plan on, you know, encountering in the life that you plan on living? Like, a lot of you spend a lot of time overthinking and putting the stress on yourself because you're wanting things to happen in a timely fashion, but there's no work being put behind a lot of the things that you want. So planning is important. I think every time I do a reading, I'm talking about planning with you guys, and that's just because as Aquarius, again, I myself know we have a lot of things that we want to work on, and we're trying to do way too much at one time. Instead of picking up something, focusing on that and getting it done to see it through, we'll pick it up, set it aside, and start another project. And now we have a million things that we're working on instead of being like, okay, we actually could have seen that one through. Like, I actually could have made a change with that one. I'm leaving this here. Okay, we're getting back into the game as far as getting these readings done. I am doing my best to make sure that I have the energy that I need to give you guys these readings. It felt really, really good to be back on here to give you guys that life update and love. But there's still so much more that we have to clarify as far as what it is that you all should expect, just because, again, the energy is always all over the place. I want to make sure that I can give you guys these readings as much as possible, because today's reading is definitely going to be different than tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Within an hour or so, that entire read that I just did can change. But I want you to, again, take what resonates, leave what does not. If you are not following my vlog channel, be sure that you guys are going over there to check out Sensitive Savage. That's where it gets a lot more personal with what I have going on in my life and all of the fun things that I am looking to experience. My life is also crazy, and I'm an Aquarius myself. So if you would like a personal reading, make sure that you are hitting me up on my Instagram. I only do personal readings on my Instagram because it's a face-to-face video conference. I do have some scammers out there using my pictures and my name and all of that. So again, if you are not personally hitting up my Instagram at kia.babybb with 4 Ys, you are not talking to me. I do not have WhatsApp, and I will not email you or text you anything in regards to a reading. So you guys get connected with me and let me know. I hope that this reading helps somebody. I hope that you guys gain the clarity for today's energy and today's vibe, and we'll be back. I'm going to say tomorrow. Because I'm going to make it a thing to make it a reading tomorrow. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.